Hey guys, Anthony here. It is Saturday, June 25th, 2022. So finally, after 2 months, 2 long months of waiting, I finally got my van repaired. The rebuilt transmission has been completed. As some of you may know, that the transmission went, or at least I thought it did, a couple months ago. I called around. I finally found a place to do the work. However, they were booked solid and could not get me in until the tail end of last week, which I did at that point have my vehicle towed, flatbed truck, to them. And they repaired it. I think in 2 days later it was done. $2,100 later, new transmission, new rebuilt transmission later. And so now the van is finally, back on the road. I started the other day to reorganize it because I had emptied it out before I brought it in for repair. And so the last couple of days I've just been adding some stuff back into it. I'm trying to keep the clutter down. I'm trying to keep everything nice and organized. And there's Teddy right there hanging out with me today. And so, yeah, I want to keep more space, more open space, like you see here. So I put the refrigerator off to the corner there by the bed. It acts also as a little nightstand, if I'm laying there or reading or whatever. And then I have two bins here. Basically, they're stackable bins, and that's my that's my van kitchen, if you will. There's a stove and different items in there for cooking and cleaning and various things. So that contains most of what I need for that. Utensils, dishes, can openers, knives, forks, spoons, cups. Electric products I placed under the bed there in that little holder right there. The electric kettle. The electric kettle, the electric skillet, not the skillet, the electric hot plate that I could use in conjunction with my battery. Just a couple things here. I save a lot of coffee cans and stuff that I use. I put incidentals in them and I'll label it. I try not to throw any really good containers out. I repurpose them and use them for other things. And you should too in these times, because as things become scarce, you may not be able to get containers and different things to hold stuff. So for the actual bedding here, it's summertime now, obviously. So in that little red bag is my pillow and my army, my Whoopee blanket, which is basically all I need right now. And then I always keep a little sleeping bag in here. That's an Elite 3 there. I just keep that in the van, and I'll show you here. Let me lift up the lid here, show you. So underneath I've been organizing. There's my battery for the solar panel that's on the roof. That's a deep cycle battery. That side of the vehicle of the back there is car related or vehicle related stuff. And this here is more like cooking and cleaning related items. Not much back there right now. Like I said, I'm trying to pick and choose what I put in here to keep it nice and clean and organized. I don't want to have an overabundance of stuff. Previous videos you saw that I had the Gorilla ladder extended here with a bunch of stuff on it, my radio and stuff. I was just testing some stuff out at that point. The front is basically, set up the same. I have my phone holder, cup holders there that go in, a flashlight, first aid kit in the little opening there, another little jar, some maps in there, and then I reprogrammed the Yaesu radio here, the 2-meter radio. So that includes some more channels now that expand into areas where I travel a lot. So therefore I could have the 2-meter reception as I travel different, parts of the of my operating area that I go through. Okay. So the front is nice and everything's nice and clean. I wiped everything down, the floor. So I have a space here available. So this is modular, so I could put different things in here as I need them. I could put a food module there. I could put the toilet in there if I'm going on a trip. I could just put it in there, set it down, and set that up and have a toilet. So I don't want to keep it all the time in here. I just don't need to. I don't use it that often, only on a long trip or somewhere where I think I'm going where I may need it. Here I usually have like some kind of first aid kit and stuff. Right now I just have a couple things there. On the back of the seat here I just keep a couple of hooks. I may buy one of those modular MOLLE things and put some stuff there, like a first aid kit and you know, some holsters or some pouches to keep stuff in, just to keep it organized. And on the back of the seat I'm thinking about doing something like that, either on that seat or the driver's seat there. Or both, I don't know. I'm just going to explore that. Yeah, so let's go into the back. I'll show you a couple things. So open the back doors. So just a couple of things that I've been putting in here. As you can see, this here that says van, this little dog food holder thing has a dry bag in it with a bunch of clothing and towels and stuff. Then there's different types of things in here, knee pads, water shoes, Crocs, some other things, some socks, some woolen socks, stuff like that. Just nice and organized back here. This is kind of some of my things that I keep in here, you know, dude wipes, different wipes for the dog, some cords for the refrigerator, shoelaces, just some basic stuff in here, some soap, some Q-tips. My axe is right here. So yeah, this is just make use of these little Tupperware container type things. Over here is a biohazard kit, some trekking poles and stuff. My jack is down in there, stuff to change a flat tire. Again, this is the Snug Pack Elite 3 sleeping bag. That suits me well for, you know, here in the south. I don't experience terribly cold temperatures like you guys do up north. So back here, yep, is stuff related to, you know, changing a tire, extension cords, pry bars, oil funnels, jumper cables, a tool kit, my tire inflator that runs off the battery. There's a cold steel shovel right there. So you can see there's some more space for some things, some toilet paper there, and again in Tupperware so it doesn't get wet and stuff, some spaghetti strainers, again some soap and detergents and bleach, alcohol and some other items. So again, you can see some empty space here, another dry bag with some blankets and stuff in it. I'm big on like dry bags and stuff, packing stuff modular so it's just not thrown around. The only thing I may keep out is just my blanket and my pillow in here, and then when I need it I just take it out of this bag here. This is my solar controller. You guys have seen that if you saw my other videos. You know, I've got a 100-watt panel on the roof of the vehicle. So yep, so that's all that's in the van right now. Again, I don't have the refrigerator on today. I'm going to bring down the one of my batteries, either the Alps battery or the Jackery, and you know, just figure out where I want to put it so when I travel I have that available to me as well. You doing all right, buds? Good boy. You're such a good boy. You like hanging out with Daddy, right? So yep, so just to show you these bins here, you can see what's in them. I'm not going to go through everything. There's also a little DVD player that I watch DVDs in the van. Down there is a toiletry kit with all my toiletries in them, the stove, coffee grinder and press, road atlas. Then the other one, again, my kitchen items, kettle, cups, saucers, utensils, stuff like that. got to organize those a little bit better. But yep, those two bins just stack on each other. And again, you can see I have a lot of room, a lot of extra room, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it nice and open. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Stepped on his paw. I want to keep it nice and open for traveling and just to keep it free of clutter. Okay, you okay? All right, good boy. And there you see the Stanley, a little Stanley Foo bar there. I keep that back by the seat. That's a great little tool to have, multi-purpose type tool to have when you need it for an emergency. And also my little fan there. And there's a little, I don't know if you could see it, but my Goal Zero LED light that just does fine back there and lights up. And I got the closet bar hanging across the top that I could put stuff on as well. I got some hangers there just so when I travel I could hang a couple jackets and whatever. I got some rain gear, some ponchos in here, and just some stuff to have for inclement weather for this time of year. Other than that, anything else I would put in here for a trip would be, modular. I'd pack it, load it in, take it on the trip, and then, take it back out. And again, most of my gear, a lot of my gear is packed and in modular types containers and labeled, whether for the different, for whatever it's for, food, cooking, warmth, clothing, everything's broken down. So it's easy to pick out and load in. So that's my video today. Just like I said, I got the van back. It's been down for 2 months, so it's nice to get driving around again and having another vehicle back rather than down to just one vehicle like we were for the last couple of months. So hey, you want to go inside the van? So let me know what you think, guys. Just an update on the van. I know some people have been asking about it. And rebuilt transmission. I have 103,000 miles on the van. The guy that did the repair said these Chevy engines have that problem a lot, where the transmission just goes. The torque converter, I think it's called, will go and spit shavings into the transmission and causes a whole host of problems. And he told me that might be the problem before he even looked at it, based on my description of what happened, and that it in essence was the issue. And these guys, all they do is rebuild transmissions 24/7, so they're really reputable. The flatbed driver that took my van there, I asked him, hey, have you ever taken it to such and such place? He says, oh, you picked one of the best places to go for transmission work. These guys are honest, and they don't rip you off, and they do honest work, and they do good work, and they guarantee it. I think I have a 12-month or 12,000 mile guarantee on it. So right now it's running fine. No complaints, but I'll keep everybody posted on that. So this is Anthony signing off, and the update on the van. Thanks for watching. Stay ready.